Yeah, I saw that one story you put up, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so cool.
Yeah, yeah, we're doing a lot of fun stuff there. And I think like one of the things that I'm doing in that project, which is something that I really love to do, is to sort of to find a way to just like throw a whole bunch of things together in a room that don't necessarily feel like they go together, but then when you step back it's like, oh wow, they do. Each item is a different color, like nothing is matching, things just kind of like coordinate or kind of speak together, or sort of like, you kind of use, like I think in their living room is a really great example where we have like a brown sofa and we have a green sofa and we have these like colorful chairs that are like pink and light blue, and there's a purple ottoman, and like, it sounds like as I'm even describing it and hearing myself describe it, it sounds awful, but like somehow like but somehow when it all goes together, like somehow there's some kind of harmony there. And so that's definitely one of the things I really love to do in creating a space, and it's been a fun thing I've been doing on our project here too.
Yeah, it's cool to be able to walk into a space and be like, I can tell a professional designer did this. Like this is on another level than, it's like with our paint jobs. Like clearly someone knows what they were doing who did this. In a world where we're pretty used to walking into rooms that didn't have a high level designer, like because yeah, if you see a brown couch and a green couch, a layperson would never do that.
Right. Yeah.
when it when someone with your eye that understands all of the parameters goes at it, then it can be part of a bigger picture, and it all makes sense. And that's what when I try to encourage clients to call a designer, that's always what I say. It's like they will give you the courage to maybe take some risks that you might want to but not feel comfortable doing alone.
Hmm.
And B, they speak the language. They'll know how like it just looks better, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And and I think, and these guys that we're working with, and I think that we're really fortunate that we work with a lot of really nice people who really appreciate what we do. And so, just putting out a lot of good energy, and fortunately that seems to be coming back our way as well. And that's a really a big and important part of the job for us as well.
Who is us? What does your team look like?
So the main partners in the business are myself and Tom Egan. He focuses more on like the big picture, the architecture, the sort of like massing of projects, is because we do everything from like foundations to fabrics. So, right now we have like a ground up construction house that we're working on in Little Compton, Rhode Island. And, we don't get to do a lot of new construction homes because, so much in the New England area, which is primarily where we do most of our work, is already so built up that a lot of times we're just, renovating, doing additions, stuff like that, sort of like reconfiguring spaces that maybe have been poorly renovated in the past. And, the best result in any of our renovations is we want the spaces to feel like maybe they had always been that way. And so when people come in, this just like feels very natural. And I think, even people that aren't really savvy to design, I think we've all kind of walked through houses with like unusual layouts, and you're just kind of like, I don't know if it's the energy or the flow or just like feels off. And when you're in a layout that makes sense, it's sort of like just feels like there's like more of an ease to it. And so one of the things that we try to do is like we're often we'll have people come to us and they'll think they need an addition. And then we look at their space and we're like, well, you have this big house, but I think it's just maybe not being utilized as well as it could be. And so a lot of times we'll actually end up avoiding adding onto a house, but it's more just about reconfiguring the space that they have, but in a way that really makes spaces multi-use and kind of maximizes them.